Hello, my name is Nick Radloff, representing the Hennessy Automobile Companies, and today we're going to focus on 5 important questions about whether or not an electric vehicle is right for you, your family, and your lifestyle. The first and most important question to ask yourself is, what does my commute look like? Do you have a short commute or a long commute? Do you drive mostly city or mostly highway? Battery electric vehicles are significantly better at city driving than they are at highway driving, the opposite of a regular internal combustion engine. Whereas a regular engine, your highway miles are higher than your city. In an electric vehicle, your city miles are going to be more efficient than your highway miles. So if you do about half and half, or you do mostly city driving, an electric vehicle is probably a wonderful choice for you. Another important question that many people don't think about has to do with utility, towing. Electric vehicles typically don't have the same tow rating that you get on a traditional vehicle, especially a truck or an SUV. Most electric vehicles are rated at about 5,000 pounds of tow weight or lower. So if you tow a boat, you tow a large trailer, anything along those lines, there's a very good chance an electric vehicle might not be the best choice for you. But if you're doing something short distance like a jet ski or a little travel trailer and you're just driving 50, 60, 70 miles, it might just work, but you really need to think about your needs versus the vehicle's capability. The question that is on everyone's minds when they're speaking about a battery electric vehicle is charging. So charging is very important because you can't just pop into a gas station, take a couple of minutes to fill up and be on your way. You have to actively think about charging. So if you are getting a battery electric vehicle, where am I going to charge? That's the important question to ask yourself. If you have a house, it's as easy as installing a level 2 charger. Any qualified electrician can install one. But if you're living in a condo or an apartment, or perhaps you have one at work, you have to think about, how often will I be able to be on that charger? What will my range look like? What will my commute look like? That is what you have to ask yourself regarding that. If you have your own home, or if your condominium or your apartment complex has chargers already installed, you're good to go. Another very important question to ask yourself regarding whether or not a battery electric vehicle is right for your life is, what climate do you live in? What state? What area? Because if it's hot out, you're going to be running the AC. If it's cold, you're going to be running the heater. Both of those use energy. On a regular car, you have an alternator, so it produces the energy as you go along. On a battery electric vehicle, the only energy you have comes from the battery. So running the AC, running the seat heater, can use anywhere between 5, 10, 15 miles off of your range. So if you live somewhere really cold or really hot, that's another important factor to add. The final question you need to ask yourself is, how long do you keep your vehicles? Do you keep your vehicles for 1 year, 2 years, and then trade them? Or do you keep them until you have to buy another one, 200,000, 300,000 miles? Battery electric vehicles, lithium-ion batteries, they have a shelf life. Most of the time, they will last between 7 and 10 years before they really start to degrade. On average, when you get to about 8 or 9 years on a battery, you're looking at about 70 to 80% of the total charge it had when it was new. That's 20 or 30% of your range gone. Now, you can get replacement batteries, but they are $10,000 to $20,000. So if you're going to keep the car for a long time, you might want to consider the fact that you are going to have to replace that battery sooner rather than later. Nearly every manufacturer today has a battery electric vehicle available for purchase. Now, hopefully, with our questions in mind, you can decide whether or not that vehicle would be great for your lifestyle. If you have any additional questions or you're interested in an electric vehicle, please contact one of our Hennessy Automobile Company dealerships, and we'd be more than happy to help. Again, I'm Nick. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.